Before I start, I would like to ask 3 questions. The first question is, which animal on earth is the fastest animal? It is indeed a cheetah. And the second question is, which animal on earth is the largest animal? Well, yes, it is the elephant. And which animal on earth is regarded as a king of all beasts? The lion, yes. Well, have you ever wondered why the lion is the king of all beasts, even though it's not the fastest, strongest, or even the largest? Well, hopefully by the end of my presentation, you will find an answer to my question. So change. When we hear the word change, what is the first thing that pops into your mind? To become different, the word different pops into your mind, right? And changes could benefit us as much as it could harm us. Who here know anyone who smokes? I personally know a lot of people who smokes, and those people weren't born that way, right? They weren't born as a smoker. They changed into someone who smokes. And I also know people who quit smoking and haven't touched a cigarette ever since then. And I'm just one of those people who are curious to why people would smoke. And, it all starts from one cigarette. From some point in their life, they might be really stressed or depressed, and they will probably start smoking maybe one cigarette. And once they start smoking that one cigarette, the brain starts to associate smoking with stress. So every time afterward, when, someone is stressed, they will start smoking. They will go to the cigarette to relieve stress. And, they know that smoking is bad for them, but they do it anyway. Because once the pathway is built, once the brain associates smoking with stress, it's really hard for them to quit. It's like pushing a snowball down a mountain. Once the snowball starts rolling and gaining momentum, it's impossible to stop it. And so how do we avoid making these rash decisions in the first place, right? Once we get to those situations, it's really hard for us to get out of it, especially if they're negative situations. So how do we start making better decisions in the first place? And the simple way is actually to think about the decisions you're making. Because around 95% of our decisions that we make or the actions that we take, we do them naturally. We do them unconsciously. So we need to start thinking about the decisions that we are making. Whether it is going to a party or, getting a drink, it could be really, it could have a really great impact on your life. So let's say I'm a student, because I am a student, and I have a final exam tomorrow. And all my friends are going to a party tonight, and they really wish me to go to the party with them. And these are not just my typical friends, they're my best friends, right? And they will be really disappointed if I don't go to the party with them. But again, I have a final exam tomorrow, so I have to choose between the two. Well, if I have to choose, then, a lot of people in my situation will probably pick the party. Because as human, we want to feel secure. And going to the party with our best friends, we will feel a lot more secure than, go doing the final. Not saying doing the final isn't secure, it's just that we like to go with the people we know. We like to feel included. And that's why in a split second, you might just say, sure, I'll go to the party with you. And that could have a great impact on your life. By going to the party, you might get drunk, or, you might go to bed really late and feel dizzy the next day. And that could have a tremendous impact on the result of your final. And bombing your final, you might get a really bad grade on that course. And getting bad grade on that course is going to affect your overall GPA. And that could have an even greater impact on your life. So you see how a small decision could have such a big impact on your life. Sometimes if you're not sure, just take a few seconds, few minutes, or even few hours afterward to think about it. because these decisions is often what turns people's life upside down.